Morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Excuse me, boy. I tell you, the COVID. I know you're saying, gee, I wish you'd get over this so that you can just do the topic and not have to update everybody related to, what we're the COVID situation. So anyway, we're a little bit better. I've been taking the Paxlovid, which is not an exciting medication to take. Not that you want to know this, but if you have to, it has, in essence, a very bitter taste. So I've had to take it. This is my fourth day. I have one more day. And what happens is all the time, everything kind of, you get like a bitter taste in your mouth, which isn't exciting. Although I will say, when I have my coffee in the morning, because of the taste of in my mouth, when I drink my coffee, it's like, hey, this is good. Better than, so anyway. All right, today we're going to talk about, and some of these I know you were not old enough or you weren't even born. So other than talking about these wonderful animals that are part of our history, I'm learning new things about them, even though I lived through it in some cases. I mean, I don't want to say all that what I've done is I've lived through, because we're talking some of these go back to, the 1800s, the 19th century, the 20th century, et cetera, et cetera. All right, Flipper was an imaginary actual dolphin. Flipper is a famous fictional dolphin who became a beloved character in film and television, known for his intelligence, friendliness, and heroic actions. And this was actually a pretty good show. Now, admittedly, I was younger, and maybe today I would say, ooh, that's kind of corny. Another one in the sense of talking about water issues. We loved Lloyd Bridges in a scuba show. And that was, didn't miss it. God rest his soul. He was a pretty cool guy. Anyway. Okay, origins and film debut. Flipper was created by Ricou Browning and Jack Coden. Ricou Browning, who also played the creature from the Black Lagoon, came up with the idea for a friendly dolphin character. The first film, 1963. Flipper, directed by James B. Clark. The film tells the story of a boy named Sandy Ricks who befriends a dolphin he names Flipper. The dolphin saves Sandy from various dangers, proving to be a loyal and intelligent companion. And the theme here is animals are loyal and intelligent. So that's good. Anyway, Flipper was played by a female dolphin by the name of Mitzi. Yeah, I know some of the names. But then again, some will say Jim Whitehead. Whitehead, that's stupid. But you have to kind of go along with what you get as a name. By the way, my middle name, you will not be tested on this, and you can't tell anybody. This is secret. My middle name is Tyler, Tyler. And, I go off on tangents a little bit, but bottom line, when I was 4 years old, I had to have my tonsils out. Now, in today's world, I don't think they even do that anymore. But what I generally had, I'm talking, because I had my tonsils out when I was 4, I would have tonsillitis frequently before that. And I'm talking, you'd feel sick, you'd be running a temperature, and my family would cook pancakes, and they'd be like rubber, but that's okay. You know, they tried. So anyway, when I had my tonsils out at age 4, that's when, I don't know, I guess maybe a nurse or somebody said, your middle name is Tyler. And I'll be honest with you, I have no problem today, but I did not like that middle name. And I don't even know why. I mean, Tyler's not a bad name. It was my grandmother's maiden name. And, you know, admittedly, there was Toby Tyler, the monkey. Maybe that's why I didn't like it, because people say, hey, Tyler, the monkey. So we never really liked that, but it's okay. We moved on and we survived. Okay, in 1964, Flipper's New Adventure came out, and due to the success of the first film, a sequel titled Flipper's New Adventure was released in 1964. In this film, Flipper helped Sandy rescue his family from pirates, further showcasing the dolphin's heroic nature. Now, the television series, and this is probably what I remember the most, was filmed and put out from 1964 to 1967. So I would have been about 13 years old, give or take. The popularity of the films led to a television series that aired from 1964 to 1967. The series starred Brian Kelly as Porter Ricks, Sandy's father, and Tommy Norton as Sandy Ricks' relative. The show focused on adventures of the Ricks family and their extraordinary dolphin Flipper. The series was filmed in Miami. Wow. I was born in Rhode Island, raised in Rhode Island, moved down to Fort Lauderdale in 1978. Okay, so it was filmed in Florida, Miami, Florida, and featured a number of dolphins playing the role of Flipper. I guess it's kind of equal time. Primarily 2 female dolphins named Susie and Kathy were in this series. In 1990s, it was revived with a new television series from 1995 to the year 2000. I probably had grown up by then and had it where, you know, I guess I didn't watch Flipper anymore. But in the 1990s, Flipper was revived in a new television series that aired from 1995 to 2000. This series was set in the Florida Keys and starred Jessica Alba and later Lisa Stahl. The show followed the adventures of a new generation of characters and their interactions with Flipper. You know, some of these are just timeless. Even today, if you said, I'm going to start a series on a great dolphin, I don't think people would go, nah, kind of too much the 80s or 90s, so I wouldn't basically go there. I think, you know, dolphins are universal as being wonderful, smart animals that help people and are smart. And, you know, the Navy uses, or at least they did, uses dolphins for different things, although I'm not 100% happy about that because it was where, and I think underwater demolition and so on and so forth. When I was in junior high school, they pushed us hard to say, this is what I'm going to be when I grow up. And you know, the weird thing, and I guess when you're immature at that age, I said, I want to be, believe this or not, an underwater demolition expert. with the Navy. Now, demolition means you're going after bombs, things in the water. And I got to be honest, I'm sure the guidance counselor in 8th grade said, this guy's a little bit out in left field. Anyway, the dolphin in this series was portrayed by several dolphins, with a primary dolphin named Bibi. Okay, the film remake in 1996, a feature film remake of the original movie, was released in 1966, starring Paul Hogan from Australia as Porter Ricks and Elijah Wood as Sandy Ricks. The modern adaptation brought Flipper to a new audience, updating the story while retaining the core elements of the character's bravery and intelligence. Okay, Flipper became an enduring cultural icon, symbolizing the intelligence and friendly nature of dolphins. The character's heroic deeds and strong bond with humans helped raise awareness about dolphins and marine life. Now, the Flipper franchise played a role in educating the public about dolphins. And I think, with any good or bad animal, you should know about it. And although, I generally don't feel there's bad animals, but I guess there would be, or animals that were brought up bad. It could be where you say they did something bad, they did something good. Anyway, the character inspired interest in marine biology and love for ocean creatures among young audiences. Now, we always get to the merchandising. Over the years, Flipper's popularity led to a variety of merchandise, including toys, books, and other products featuring the lovable dolphin. The fun facts, we always like to say fun things, I guess. Flipper was known for his distinctive laugh. Oh, and the minute I said that, I could hear it. And that is what's wonderful about the brain until, unfortunately, you get, if you go into a Alzheimer's issue. But these things, like remembering his laugh, and he'd be jumping out of the water and going, dee-dee-dee. That's not exactly right, but it is stuck in my brain. And again, if I didn't do Flipper today, I wouldn't have remembered that. I wouldn't have even thought of it. It's just even when I was, preparing this, that didn't come to mind until they said she had a distinctive laugh. And why it's distinctive, and this is a kind of maybe a little bit of cheating, this sound effect was created by speeding up recordings of actual dolphin vocalizations. I like things to be real and in reality, so I do remember, and yes, it was distinctive because it wasn't 100% accurate. But again, I have to tell you the way it is. It became a trademark of the character. Now, talking a little bit about animal actors, the dolphins that portrayed Flipper were trained by Richard O'Berry, who later became an advocate for marine mammal rights and featured in the documentary The Cove, highlighting the issues of dolphin captivity. We don't want to see animals that should be free being kept behind fences and gates and you name it. As much as we want to be free, that's their natural point of feeling. I've got the ocean and I can go anywhere I want. I can do anything I want. So we have to be careful on this captivity with the flipper or any dolphin. Now, in conclusion, Flipper remains one of the most beloved characters in entertainment history, and I agree with that. How can you not like a dolphin? So, from his film debate in debut, I'll tell you, you know, is it going to get worse when I even start getting a little more older? I don't know. You'll tell me, right? The debate debut in the 1960s to his continued presence in television media, Flipper has captured the hearts of audiences worldwide. And in today's world, we want to have good things, happy things, funny things. That's just the way it should be. The character's adventures and heroic acts have left a lasting legacy, promoting a greater appreciation for dolphins and marine conservation. So, that's where we are today. I'll do some shorts, and I always have fun, and you make it where I can have fun. So, you are wonderful, and thank you very much. We really appreciate your watching and going along for the ride. Please take care, be well, and be careful with COVID. Thank you.